What's going on, everybody? So this will be my review for Avatar Episode 1 entitled Aang or Aang. Remember that one? The Aang. And instead of Aang, it was Aang. I'm sorry, trauma. But no, this is my review for Episode 1 Avatar The Last Airbender, which I'm surprised Netflix is actually was able to call it Avatar The Last Airbender. I did not see that one coming. I did not see them actually being able to do that. But, yeah. Avatar The Last Airbender, Episode 1, Aang. And this, I don't really need to go into super details about because if you're a fan of the show, you know how this goes. You know how this goes. Sokka and Katara, they from the water, or Aang. Well, actually, no, yeah, let's start with Aang. Aang, we're introduced to Aang, the Avatar, the Airbender, and I like the fact that they did the actual cartoon intro for this episode. They did the water, earth, fire, air. These are they did all that. I like that, and I like the fight scene with the Earthbender. Oh my god, the visuals looked good. It looked good. The visual, and I only seen, even though I'm doing episode 1, and after this I'm just gonna do a whole. I'm not gonna do episode per episode. I'm just gonna do a whole series, the whole series after this. But I just wanted to do this one episode just to get you to let you guys know what my mindset about this show is. And the visuals are good. So we're introduced to, after this amazing Earthbender fight, we're introduced to Avatar Aang and the Airbenders. And they're debating Aang's best friend. I forgot his name, but he's like the older guy that's like his best friend. And I like the Superman. I like the Zack Snyder Superman or Man of Steel's reference here, where if you remember the scene where he was like, can I just pretend that I'm your son? And he was like, you are my son. I like that reference they did here with Aang. I'm not gonna spoil it, but let's just say there was a scene where they said it was similar to that scene with Aang in this episode, and they debate on whether to tell Aang that he's the Avatar, but they let you know that they know that he's the Avatar because he excels at airbending and in the teachings of the airbending more than any other airbender, and he's more powerful, which lets them know that he is the next Avatar. And because all these signs of his display of skill shows that he's the Avatar. And his best friend don't want to tell him because he's a kid. Like, it's not time to throw this responsibility on him. Like, he's still got stuff to learn and grow. Like, you just want to thrust him into this savior of the world, and he's only a kid. But they had no choice because of the Fire Nation's attack, as you already know, with the original animated series. The Fire Nations is attacking because they want to get rid of the Avatars and become the dominant faction of the entire nations. And with their impending attack, thanks to some deceitful things that I won't spoil in this, they get warnings that they're going to be an impending attack, so they pressure and push the notion that he has to tell Avatar Aang that he's the Avatar. So, and that eventually does happen, and as we already know, Aang gets angry and upset, and because he doesn't want to this responsibility of what it comes with being the Avatar. As we know from the animated series, he eventually leaves with Appa, and then the Fire Nation attack. Boom, by boom, we jump several years later to when we're introduced to Sokka and Katara, And obviously, like I said, we know from the animated series how that part goes, where we introduced to the Water Tribe, the fact that Katara is the last, might be the last Airbender of that particular water bending tribe, as the Fire Nation pretty much killed all the other water benders. And yeah, they go eventually on an adventure and find Aang, release him in the world, and while we introduced to Zuko and his uncle Iroh, the dragon of the West. And Zuko, of course, he wants to find Aang because he needs to, because his father put him on that impossible task mission, which we all know how that story ends up going, but it's a nice treat to see it in live action. So that's your story. We all know the story they did. I don't need to go any further. They did it just like the first episode. They did it just almost. It was almost frame for frame. They might have added a little bit of stuff. It really they did episode 2 just like this cartoon as well, but they did add like a little bit more stuff to it. But for the most part, it was good. I like it. The visuals was good. The acting was okay. It was okay to good. So I had no problem with that. But the visuals was great. The visuals was great. They really captured this time around. It looked good of the fire bending, the wind, the air bending, the earth bending, and that we seen so far. It was great. And then especially with episode 2 with the water bending, that was, oh my, it looks good. The bendings look good. Yeah, I would give this episode. I don't have no problem. Yeah, I can't find no problems with this episode. So I would have to get this individual episode 1. I would give episode 1 a 10 out of 10. Because it was perfect. This is exactly what we want. No Aang, he was called Aang, and it looked good. They didn't deviate. They didn't do anything that it wasn't supposed to do. I mean, did they try to do a little bit of women empowerment thing? Yeah, with Katara, but it wasn't in your face red thumb or anything like that. It was what it was from the cartoons. They only put what they did in the cartoons in this show, so it was welcome because it wasn't overbearing. She wasn't overshadowing the heroes or nothing like that. They all working together to be good characters. So there's nothing to worry about. If you're a fan of this show, check it out. Like I said, 10 out of 10. Big ups for this episode 1. And if you enjoy my review, you know what to do. You hit this button right there. For all of my regular TV and movie reviews. And if you enjoy the video so much and want to support the channel, you know what to do, guys. Hit those buttons, because without you guys, this channel can't grow. But when you do, we grow slowly but surely. And to the new tribe members, welcome. And I appreciate you for subscribing to the channel. And as always, hit any one of the videos for more of my amazing content. And my subscribers, get over to the Wrestling Pit podcast. Link will be in the video. But hear my voice. Get over to the Wrestling Pit podcast, where me and the other group of people are doing wrestling reviews for both Monday Night Raw, SmackDown pay-per-views, and all, and even AEW, TNA is thrown in there, NXT, all that. So get over there, subscribe to that channel, guys. Do that for me. I really appreciate it. And as always, I already said that. Hit any one of these videos for more amazing content. Don't go nowhere, because I got some reactions coming your way. Peace.